India's journey into space began humbly in the early 1960s. Just years after gaining independence, the country recognized the potential of space exploration for scientific and economic growth. In 1962, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, a visionary scientist, founded the Indian National Committee for Space Research, or INCOSPAR, under the Department of Atomic Energy. This committee would later evolve into the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, formally established in 1969. Dr. Sarabhai, known as the father of the Indian space program, believed that space technology could drive progress in a developing country. He famously stated, "There are some who question the relevance of space activities in a developing nation. To us, there is no ambiguity of purpose. We do not have the fantasy of competing with the economically advanced nations in the exploration of the moon or the planets. But we are convinced that if we are to play a meaningful role nationally and in the community of nations, we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society." In the early days, ISRO operated on a shoestring budget. The organization's first rocket launch took place in 1963 from Thamba, a fishing village in Kerala. Rockets and equipment were transported by bullock carts, and engineers used bicycles to carry parts. Despite these limitations, this modest start marked the beginning of India's ambitious space program. The first major milestone came in 1975 when ISRO launched Aryabhata, India's first satellite, named after the ancient Indian mathematician and astronomer. Although the satellite faced technical issues, it was a significant achievement that demonstrated India's capability to design and operate satellites. Aryabhata's launch placed India on the global space map and opened the door for future satellite development. Building on Aryabhata's success, ISRO launched the SLV-3, or Satellite Launch Vehicle, in 1980. Under the leadership of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, the SLV-3 successfully placed the Rohini satellite into orbit, making India one of the few countries with the ability to launch satellites independently. This accomplishment laid the foundation for India's self-reliant space program and propelled ISRO toward greater achievements. In the 1980s and 1990s, ISRO focused on developing more robust launch vehicles, including the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, or PSLV. First launched in 1993, the PSLV became known as ISRO's workhorse due to its versatility and reliability. The PSLV has successfully launched hundreds of satellites, both Indian and foreign, and has played a crucial role in making ISRO a preferred partner for international space missions. The success of the PSLV also paved the way for India's ambitious remote sensing satellite program. Satellites like IRS-1A, launched in 1988, marked the beginning of India's remote sensing capabilities, providing valuable data for agriculture, disaster management, and environmental monitoring. These satellites became a critical tool for national development, aligning with Dr. Sarabhai's vision of using space technology to address India's real-world needs. In 2008, ISRO made global headlines with the launch of Chandrayaan-1, India's first lunar mission. Chandrayaan-1 not only reached the moon's orbit, but also made a groundbreaking discovery: evidence of water molecules on the lunar surface. This discovery attracted worldwide attention and established ISRO as a serious player in space exploration. Following Chandrayaan-1, ISRO aimed even higher. In 2013, it launched the Mars Orbiter mission, or Mangalyaan, on a shoestring budget of around $74 million, one of the most cost-effective Mars missions ever. Mangalyaan successfully entered Mars orbit on its first attempt, a feat achieved by only a few countries. The mission was a testament to ISRO's ingenuity, achieving what many thought was impossible and further solidifying India's reputation in the global space community. As ISRO's capabilities grew, so did its ambition. In 2019, it launched Chandrayaan-2, a mission that aimed to land on the moon's south pole. Although the Vikram lander lost communication just before touchdown, the orbiter continues to operate successfully, gathering data that advances lunar science. Chandrayaan-2 demonstrated ISRO's resolve to push boundaries even in the face of setbacks. In recent years, ISRO has expanded its focus to include missions in human spaceflight. The Gaganyaan mission, India's first crewed space mission, is set to launch in the near future, aiming to send Indian astronauts or Vyomanauts into low Earth orbit. This ambitious project represents a new chapter in ISRO's history, showcasing India's emergence as a comprehensive space power. ISRO has also developed the Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, or GSLV, capable of launching larger payloads into higher orbits. The GSLV series has allowed ISRO to launch communication satellites essential for telecommunication, broadcasting, and internet services across India. With these launch capabilities, ISRO has become a self-sufficient organization, supporting India's needs while offering satellite services to countries worldwide. Today, ISRO stands as a globally respected space agency known for its cost-effective and innovative approach. Its journey from a modest program with minimal resources to a key player in space exploration exemplifies India's scientific and technological growth. ISRO's history is one of vision, resilience, and the commitment to make space technology accessible and beneficial to all. As ISRO continues to push the boundaries of space, its story remains an inspiration to the world and a symbol of what India can achieve.